Hey, I'm Enigma Hood. So a lot of people have been asking me about what I thought about the Duke Nukem Forever trailer. I just kind of uploaded it, and I didn't say anything about it. And at first, that's what I was just gonna do. But then some people really did want to hear what I had to say about it. So, in the comment section, I said a few brief things about it, and mostly in regards to its graphics. And then, some people chewed me out for saying that. Look, when somebody asks me what I think about the trailer, the visuals really are the only thing I have to go on. Of course, we all know that gameplay is the most important thing in a video game. But actually, I do want to expound on that a little bit later. But how can you knock me for saying what I think about the visuals in the trailer when somebody asks me what I think of the trailer? How can I say anything about the storyline or the gameplay when I haven't played it yet? Somebody asked me what I thought of the trailer. Obviously, I only have very few things to go on with that. And of course, the most obvious thing are the graphics. I can say a few things about the sound, but I didn't hear the tracks, the music tracks for the levels, and all I'm hearing is the score for the trailer, which I wasn't too crazy about anyway. And anyway, recently there have been more people watching my Duke Nukem Forever videos because of the official announcement of the release date of Duke Nukem Forever, and of course there's been a new influx of fanboy idiots, and I really want to comment on these morons, especially the hypocrites who accuse me of being a troll. They look at some of the older videos that I made before all the new stuff has been going on. This was back when there's been no news about Duke Nukem Forever at all, and then they watch those videos and then they criticize me for being a troll and annoying people. That is the most asinine thing that I've heard. How can I be a troll on my own channel? These are my videos. This is my channel. I can understand somebody accusing someone of being a troll when you go to somebody else's website or somebody else's forum, and then you're harassing other people and annoying the fuck out of other people. You're on their territory, and you're trolling on their website. Okay? But this is my channel. These are my videos. No one is making you watch my videos. If you don't like what I'm saying, just don't watch it. So it doesn't make sense to me to be a troll on my own channel. Okay? If I was trolling on your channel, then you're free to block me. And you don't have to put up with me. If you don't like what I'm saying, that's fine. But these are my videos, and I have a First Amendment right to say whatever the hell I want. If I want to be annoying, then actually I do have that right. If I want to make deep philosophical musings about Duke Nukem Forever, I also have that right too. I can do whatever I want. We all have that right. People accuse me often of blocking people who disagree with me. And basically, the short version is I tend to block people who are fucking annoying as hell, trolls, and that really have nothing to add to the content of... they have nothing to say about the video itself. Usually they're just trying to insult me or accuse me of being a hypocrite or a troll. You're not adding anything to the discussion, so to have you continue saying these things and being fucking annoying, what's the point? Okay? At that, it's just I block it, and when I block people at that point, it gives the impression that I'm blocking people who disagree with me, which is not true. I have no problem with people disagreeing with me. Feel free to disagree. I say something about the graphics, and you want to say, oh no, I think the graphics are perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that, but do it in an intelligent way. Don't just be an asshole and then start talking about how I'm an idiot for criticizing the graphics. Actually make a meaningful response to that. Anyway, all that aside, I do want to talk about the trailer itself. Now, as for the graphics thing, look, we all know that graphics aren't everything, but I do want to say that what my opinion is of video game graphics is that it's a tool, it's a material, so it is very important. Think of it as building a house. The better your tools are, the better your materials are, the better the final product will be. Okay, it's there to help facilitate something. It's there to serve a purpose. And if you don't have good materials, if you don't have good tools, the final product will not be as good as if you did have good materials and good tools, you know? And in this case, I do think that graphics are important. The question is, you shouldn't look at it as do the graphics look awful or do the graphics look fantastic? Think of it, are the graphics serving a purpose? Are they serving a meaningful use here? Now, let's look at an older game, like Warcraft 2, and like a contemporary to that would be like Doom. You know, and then you would say which game looks better, and it's like, well, they're completely different things. The graphics are serving a different purpose. And in the case of Warcraft 2, I thought the graphics are fantastic in that game, and they serve its purpose faithfully. It was very, very conducive towards that style of gameplay. Now, when I was looking at the Duke Nukem Forever trailer, that's what I had in mind when I was criticizing the graphics. Is this really serving the purpose of a fast-paced action game? And my conclusion was no, it really wasn't. It didn't look like it, at least. The graphics were grainy, and the animations in particular, I wasn't very impressed with them. They were choppy, and it's like after 14 years, it's like I'm saying this is the best that they could do. I'm not overly impressed by that. You know, when you're playing a fast-paced action game, you want the animations to look good and convincing. You want the explosions to look fantastic. I mean, the explosions in this look really crappy, in my opinion. They didn't look that good. It felt cheap, you know. As for the gameplay, you know, there's only so much I can say about that by looking at the trailer, and you know, it looked okay. The gunplay looked, you know, pretty fun, but you know, there's not really much I can go on there. I mean, it is a pretty short trailer. I thought that you know, the weapons all looked pretty good and interesting. They're kind of like too much of a throwback to Duke Nukem 3D, though. I felt like it took a little bit too much inspiration from Duke Nukem 3D. It almost feels like a remake. And then you have this new game, Duke Nukem 3D Reloaded, which is a remake, and apparently it's not going to be a direct remake. It's going to take some creative license with it. They're going to add some new things to it, and then I'm kind of wondering, well, what's there to separate the two games? Is there going to be enough difference in Duke Nukem Forever? Is it going to just feel like a throwback? Is it going to just feel like the same thing? And if that's the case, what's the point of this remake? You know, I mean, that's a concern that I have. Maybe it's completely unfounded. I don't know. There's really nothing to say for certain at this point. I'm just giving my opinion on this trailer and on a few screenshots. So yeah, I have to say I am disappointed, and I know I'm not the only one who thinks that. There's been a few other people, and some other people think the game looks fantastic, and good for them. You know, I hope it is. I actually do hope that it is a great game. People ask me why did I upload that trailer, and I'm like, because I'm a Duke Nukem fan. I actually want the game to be good, contrary to popular belief. I just hate 3D Realms, and I think Joe Siegler's a fat piece of shit who shouldn't have a job. But those are just side things. It has nothing to do with the game. I want the game to be good. Anyway, that's just a few brief thoughts about the trailer. But you know, it's still. Actually, I don't think it's anything that we haven't seen yet. You know, we've seen leaked videos already, and you know, this trailer just basically showed a lot of those leaked videos, and then there was that live on stage demo. I mean, we haven't really. It didn't show us anything that was new and amazing. When I saw it, I was like, well, I already saw this already. Give me something new. And I didn't really see much of that, and that's why it was disappointing, you know? After all this time, I thought they were going to show us something new that we haven't seen yet, and no, there was nothing like that. That was, well, that's that. Anyway, Enigma Hood signing off.